It's Monday. Did you have a good weekend?
I did, thanks. Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. The snow's going, but it still
is.
takes me ages to get to work because the slope that I need to get down is icy. So yeah, what's your plan for this week anyway?
So I've just been going over what we need to be doing, and the main thing for me is DLC for Hexceed. So mostly level building for most of the week, I imagine. Also today will be a YouTube video, but other than that.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah. I am off next week, so we need to get an update out this week for Hexceed, really. So
Yep.
there's a few things I need to finish off that started a couple of weeks ago. So things like rebindable keys, and there's a lot of small features that we need QAing and testing really before we make the update live. And I also need to finish the art for the new spinning mechanic because we need to get all that sorted before Lee can do the store page stuff for the next DLC. So that all needs doing as well. So it would just be me sorting out all of that and just sort of like getting my affairs in order before I take the week off, I guess.
Yeah.
Get my affairs in order. Hello.
Okay, so the new mechanic for Hexceed came in this morning expecting that I would fully have to redo all of the art for it, but just looking at it again, I think we're all quite happy with the art for this. Just having that outline when you've got like the mechanic with numbers and stuff, it doesn't seem to be that intrusive, and you can tell what it is. I think the only thing that we actually need to do now is tidy up the animation. It's not very good. We can try a couple of things to try and make it a little bit cleaner and a little bit less jarring. But yeah, quite pleased actually with this artwork today. I think we must have just been like looking at it for too long. But yeah, that's good. The other thing that I'm gonna do. So when you press the highlighter, the timer basically stops. So what we want to do is just add a little pause icon here, just to emphasize that the timer has stopped. When you highlight, and then maybe a little play button as well. We'll see. Yeah, so just had my lunch. It's just after 1. I think I'm about done now with this new mechanic. So I've improved the animation that it does when it pops in. It looks like all it really needed was just for the animation to just be slowed down. It looks tons better now. Yeah, so Lee suggested that. Yeah, and it works great. And the other thing is this UI. When you press to highlight, the timer pauses, and now this little box appears just underneath the bar that shows a little pause to show you when it's actually paused. Then when you let go, it changes to a little play button for a second, and then it vanishes. The next thing I need to work on now is rebindable keys. So I left this a couple of weeks ago. It's sort of like half done. I think what I need to do is I need to make sure all of the UI is a bit cleaner. And then I need to split keyboard controls for panning. I need to split that up into 4 separate things, like up, down, left, right, and then see where we are after that. Okay, so time's getting on now. I've been making some great progress with this, with these rebindable keys though. I feel like having the week break to work on the new mechanic has just sort of done wonders really. Actually being able to come back to it with a fresh head. It's been good. I think we're pretty much about there. So you've got all of the default rebinds here. When you click on a button, you'll get this little dash and it'll turn blue. That indicates that it's listening for a key. So press P for example, then it becomes P, and then yeah, that's it rebind. So now if I press P, when hovering over a hex, it'll code. Yeah, I managed to get the panning working quite well as well. So you've got 2 different options. So you can do WSD and the arrow keys for now, but you can change that if you want. Yeah, I'm quite pleased the way it's turned out actually. I'm cautiously optimistic about this. The only trouble I can think of when it comes to doing a switch build later down the line, this will need a big revisit because all of these will have to be controller keys.
Lee, it's Pancake Day!
Pancake Day, Swerve Tuesday.
Are you having pancakes?
I don't have got stuff in, so no.
Lee, man, it's like the 3rd best holiday of the year. You're fired. Anyway, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Not having pancakes.
Not having pancakes.
Pancake Day. It's literally a day called Pancake Day. You're not having pancakes.
I forgot what I'm doing. So videos exporting or uploading to Dropbox for your watch. I'm making any changes to that once you've had watched. Other than that, the studio's going to be making levels all day. I'm going to put a pause on doing tutorial levels as I hit before with the cones. Just going to go ahead and make levels, and then once I figure out how the cones work, probably how I can show them, I'll make a tutorial for that as well. But I'm just gonna make levels.
Is the trouble that you don't know how the cone works, or there's something wrong with the cone?
It works fine. I just don't know how to like tutorialize that at the minute for the
okay,
one.
right.
So, we'll come back to it when I figure it out. What about you? What are you doing today?
Yeah, so I think I managed to get rebindable keys finished off last night. I just needed to add the saving functionality, so when you close the game, reopen it actually. It keeps the rebinders. But yeah, apart from that, I've just got a couple of extra small tasks to do for this week's build. So things like making like the chord button fail when you do it in the wrong spot, and adding a slider for the timer to like give people that extra bit of control how often it takes over. Small things like that, getting the patch notes ready, and then hopefully get the build out as soon as we can.
So nearly 2 o'clock. Just finished up all the YouTube stuff for the day as well. So Rob had a couple of suggestions to change, mainly with the audio, but it's all changed and all uploaded now, all scheduled. Rob appreciates the thumbnail as well, which is always good. Other than that, it's back onto level building. So I've done this one this morning. Found a couple of auto tester things that Rob's already gone and fixed, which is great. Pretty exciting to be able to make levels with a whole new mechanic in mind. And I've gone ahead and made this first level. I'm going to make a few more until I get the hang of the cones in terms of multi-direction cones, which I haven't actually done in this level yet, because that's the main thing, having cones in multiple directions. That's been, how's that going to be useful? Once I figure that out, I'll make some tutorials on it.
Yes, I've been a bit all over the place today, really. So I've just been mainly finishing off this 1.3 build of hexceed, which has just been really a lot of finishing touches. So one of the things that I've had a look at was this this intro screen that we've got, just quickly like sprucing up, adding a little bit more detail for people. Yes, one of the bits of feedback we got was that it could do with being a bit more verbose in explaining what the things do, like what coding does, and we had one of the images wrong for panning. So I just quickly fixed all that up. Just a small thing, but other than that, added a new a timer speed option, so people can set the speed for the new mechanic. At default it'd be set to 5 seconds, which seems about right, but you can make that go faster or slow if you want. It is a bit much when you set to something like 1 second, so 5 seconds is probably good enough for most people. Yeah, other than that, I've just been helping Lee with some level testing stuff, so he's found a couple of bugs to do with the validator and like the auto tester and stuff, so I've been working on those sort of like behind the scenes stuff as well. But I think we're about there for the update, so what I'm going to do now is just sort of like pass it off to Lee for some QA before we make it live, which will probably be tomorrow now. And I'm going to start looking at the next task for hexceed, and that will be localization, which I know absolutely nothing about, so it should be a fun one.
It's been good progress. It's been a bit slow as I'm like kind of learning the new mechanics and how we can use them well. But I've got quite a few levels done. Finally got around to doing the tutorial for the double spinning cone. Hopefully that helps. I'm getting Rob to check it and I'll revisit it, because I'm not too happy with it, but it does the job for now. Other than that, I've got up to 9 levels done, which is decent progress, and hopefully all levels quite good. Unlike the last worlds, I'm not making a plan before I start. I've just gone ahead and started making the levels, just because I know I need to start understanding the actual mechanic, and then once I am confident with that, I'll probably go ahead and make the plan for the overall world layout. But for now, just making levels, and it's coming on quite well.
Lee, it's Wednesday! Did you not have pancakes last night?
I didn't. No. We discussed this yesterday. No?
I know, but I got home and then we didn't have milk, so pancakes were naff. What are you? What you?
So what I'm doing today is I am getting the store page ready for the next DLC for hexceed. Just to get that sent off as soon as possible, to get that approved. As well as there's going to be a lot of QA, all the minor things you've been changing over the, and some of the big things you've been changing over the past couple of weeks.
I was gonna say the cheat.
Going to be QAing everything, and that might not take all day. If not, I'll just go back doing some more levels, because we've got to get as many levels done as we can.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm going to be making a start on localization properly. I did a bit of research last night, and a bit more this morning, and I just want to get started on it because there's so much I don't know, and I'm really out my depth. So, yeah, just try and plod on and see how far I can with that. Yes. What's wrong with me today? I can't speak.
Yeah, so I've been hard at work doing the localization stuff. It's quite complicated, which I'm not really surprised at, to be honest. Yeah, so what we've basically got to do is, wherever we've got text in the game, we've got to make that easily interchangeable with another language. And there's a few problems with that. The first one was that I've sort of been working on this morning is actually getting a system to work that's actually capable of swapping between languages. Unity's got this package that is helping out. Basically how it works is instead of having text like this settings title thing, we'll just have a text box that we type in and says settings. Instead what we do is we give it an ID, and then that ID goes into this table, and it finds title settings. It looks for whichever language you're using, so English in this case, and then it'll put the word settings in there, and it'll do that across all languages. And I managed to get that working this morning, I think, just in editor anyway. And what I've basically been doing is going through the entire game and swapping it out, swapping all of the just basic texts for this format, so using IDs instead. And I think I'm just about there, getting there. So if I swap to another language like Chinese, for example, I haven't put any text in for Chinese because I don't speak Chinese. So it gives you like an error message, but you can see that all the text is actually changing. There's a few bits that I'm a bit concerned about, so like things like rebindable keys. This doesn't go off any text that we input. This is pulled from Unity, so I'm a bit confused by that. There's some issues with like overlapping text and things that we need to sort out, and these drop downs need sorting out. There's quite a few things like tooltips. They're all dynamic. There is a few things, but I'm getting there.
It's just past 3 o'clock now. I've gotten everything sent off for the store page. That's all going off to Steam for approval. That's good. I've also gone through and done the QA of everything Rob's changed. And a couple of things I've had to put back to revisit, but again, that's a Rob look at when you can. And now it's on to making more levels. So I'm getting ready to head off. It's 10 past 6. I've made some decent progress with the level building as well. Don't for sure yet. This is the world layout that I've designed. Just going with the hexes, a bit different, change it up. This section here is all tutorials. We're going to probably change it around a bit, just make it a bit more exciting to look at. And yeah, I've put all the levels that I've done today in world, so up to 14 levels plus all tutorials. That's a total of 7 done today, so it's good progress. I'm still waiting for the Steam page to be reviewed. Hopefully that'll be done tomorrow. Because as soon as that's done, I can get the post out as well to announce that as soon as possible. Bit of a different video today. Rob's not feeling too good, so he's going to take it a bit easy. But yeah, to start off Thursday, getting up at 11 o'clock, thought I'll drop you my sort of morning update, what I'm going to be doing today. We answering the door. Yeah, just answered the door. I just got my hexceed mug. I ordered 2 things to test the order process. One of them was the mug, second one being a sticker. This one's arrived first. Pretty good, pretty excited to have that. Bit of a coincidental interruption. But yeah, as I said, a bit of a different update today, bit of a different start to the day. And what I'm going to be doing today is going to be mostly level designing. I don't think there's anything else I need to be doing today as a priority. Still waiting for the Steam page to be approved by Steam. Misa's inspecting the packaging from the mug. Yeah, as I said, just mostly level building, and anything else that comes up, I'll let you know. So yeah, sorry there hasn't been much update from me today. It has all just been level building all day. I think I've just hit 10 levels in total for today's progress, which is pretty good. It's alright. Only thing left to do is what I'm about to do now, which is put the new levels on the world so it can be tested by Rob if he wants to test them. But yeah, it's a pretty straightforward task. As you see here, all you need to do is select the tile you want to send the level to, and then find it in the list. This can get a bit chaotic when we end up with over 100 levels, because this list just gets bigger and bigger, but it's workable, does the job, and yeah, I'll just get this done and then I'll be clocking out.
Lee, I'm back in the office.
You are. It's a Friday. Feeling better?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm fine. I just know that I don't have COVID now. The test came back negative, so
that's good.
Back in the office. Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, so a couple of things today. Obviously, as every Friday, YouTube videos going out. That's about in 10 minutes time, yeah. Because a bit later on, because I slept in. And the store page for hexceed DLC is being approved overnight, so I'm going to be making all the announcements to go out. And then other than that, just get back on level designing, because you get as many levels as we can ready, because it's only coming out next week. I've only got 25 levels. I'm going to need like 100, so I'll be busy, but get as many as I can.
Yeah, today I am going to be. We're going to finally get this build out. This version 1.3 update. Finally going to get it out. That's the goal. I've just pushed a build. Lee needs to quickly test a couple of things, and then we'll make that live. Hopefully everything will be fine. Spent most yesterday fixing bugs that you found with rebindable keys, but should be good now. Hopefully, yeah. And then hopefully, if I don't have to fix anything, back onto localization stuff.
Oh, nice selection of mugs you got there, Rob.
Oh, yeah, they arrived yesterday. I wasn't in, so bugs. It looks like I placed them there intentionally, but I didn't. I promise.
Just a quick update before I go on my lunch. Everything's being pushed live now for the hexceed update. That includes the announcements that I've done as well. I did notice, thankfully, that I had misspelled the name of the world, put Amino instead of an emo. So that was a good thing I spotted that before I put that out. Crack with that real quick. Update the store page, and all the announcements are out, as well as the update.
Yeah, so it is the afternoon now. I've been hard at work this morning, trying to fix the bugs that Lee found again with the rebindable keys. It was just a couple of small things, really. It just took a little bit to fix. I had to do a couple of builds before I got it working, but I think the update is out now, so version 1.3 is out. Hopefully it's good. I haven't been messaged about any problems so far, so that's good. Apart from that, I've just been reintegrating all of the localization stuff that I've been working on. So to do the build this morning, I had to actually revert all of my stuff that I'd made progress on earlier in the week, and then had to re-import it all. There was a couple of troubles, but I think I've pretty much managed to get it all sorted now. It's all back to pretty much where it was. Yeah, apart from that, I've just been looking at some of the bits of the game that are populated programmatically. Is that the word? Yeah. I think things like these drop downs that usually say like the display mode window, full screen or full screen window, they need to be localized, but like this drop down is populated via code, so it's a bit nuanced in how it works. But yeah, I think I've worked it out now. I've got a system for drop downs that seems to be working quite well. Yeah, I think it's just going to be a matter of actually going through the game and finding all the other ones like tooltips and rebindable keys as well, because they're not updating. There's just a few places like that all over that I'm just gonna have to go through one by one and fix.
That's been a pretty good week. I feel it's been quite quick, to be honest. I know for you, it has been a good week. You've been ill, but yeah, it's been quite a fast week. It's all flown by.
Yeah.
Got quite a lot done though.
Well, the main thing was we wanted to get the update out for Clone Pixels, not for the other one, hexceed. We wanted to get the update out for hexceed. That was the main thing, and we wanted to get it out early in the week, but it took us until today to get it done. So that was fun. So that was great. I was gonna have a nice, relaxed week, not having to worry about it, but no. Still, those rebindable keys, I think they were the big issue, really.
Yeah.
A bit back and forth on that.
Yeah.
But it's out. Version 1.3 is out. Yeah, and then that's basically been my week. I made a start on the next update, which is going to be a first stab at localization. We've never done localization before, so it's a biggie. It's a biggie. So
You thought rebindable keys was hard, eh? Just wait until you try.
oh my god, yeah. Yes, it's been pretty nuts. Made a start on that though. It's just super slow progress. We'll get there.
Yeah.
But you made a good start on the next DLC for hexceed as well, though, haven't you?
Tying in with the release of the update today was the announcement for the next world that we're releasing with a new mechanic. That was done through the week, and making the store page, making the announcements. And other than that, it's making loads of levels. We're 30 levels now, plus about 15 tutorials. I want you to thoroughly check the tutorials.
Yeah. Okay, Kim said she would volunteer to do that as well.
That's
I know
right,
she did
true.
a little bit already, but
Yeah, it's probably one or two logical thinking we've missed out in that, but we can always revisit that bit. Other than that, it's just been, as I said, building levels. It's been a slow progress, so I'm learning the new mechanic, but hopefully the quality of it's quite good, because it's quite exciting, quite fun to make them with a new mechanic as well.
yeah. I'm sure people are gonna love it.
Vlog's off next week, so expect different next week's vlog. Don't know what I'm going to do, but next week's vlog will be interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, new office instead. So I'll be working on the Friday. I'm going to move over. Me and Kim are going to do it because we've both got the week off still. New office. It's going to be bigger. It's like twice the size, and it's got a window, which is the main thing that we wanted.
We also have this video coming out as well. Animo, the DLC for Hexceed, will be getting released if we hit schedule. So check it out. Check that out. Download it if you got the season pass. Buy it if you want it. Yeah, please check it out. Let us know what you think. New mechanics, pretty exciting.
Yeah, spinny boy.